Madam Speaker, we have communities in this state that rely on certain state highways. People in our state who rely on certain state highways that happen to float on the water. Our ferry system is an integral part of our state highway system. And when it is operating below capacity, when it is unreliable, when it is interrupted, it would be the same thing as if, also in my district and between my district and the chair of the Transportation Committee's district in Tacoma, as if the Tacoma Narrows Bridge had disappeared for an hour at a time. As if the 520 bridge just disappeared for an hour at a time. Madam Speaker, our ferry system is operating severely understaffed and undervesseled. The state ferry system says that its plan right now operates about 15 vessels at a time, far fewer than the number needed for full service on our routes. And the question is, what can be done about it? It's crucial to remember, Madam Speaker, that back in 2019, long before I was ever here, there was an agreement to build one diesel-electric ferry with an option for 4 more in state, and very shortly thereafter, those plans were changed and shifted to hybrid electric. That has resulted in almost double the cost, and whereas, as ferries tell us, we could have had a boat in the water right now, if everything goes according to plan and everything is absolutely the best it could be from here on out, we aren't seeing our first hybrid electric boat until 2028. Nearly 10 years after our initial plans were put in place. Madam Speaker, the question is, what are the priorities of government here? As my friend from the second said, we can be creative. We can look at options. Under House Bill 2498 mentioned in this amendment, the governor can use his emergency powers to expedite the procurement and building of a vessel, the same as was done with the Winona Trestle after the fires in eastern Washington. Whereas normally it would take about 3 years to build a new bridge, that trestle was built 2 months after it burned down. How? Because the governor's emergency powers allowed for a streamlined process. Cut the red tape, get the procurement done, ground was broken within a month, and the structure was built a month after that. Yes, ferries are more complicated, but the process can be simplified and streamlined, and we can get a diesel-electric boat on the water in a shorter period of time. So as we have worked so diligently in a bipartisan way on the transportation budget, the procurement of new vessels continues to be a source for me of great stress and anxiety, because I am merely mirroring the stress and anxiety of my community. My community that depends on this infrastructure for their livelihoods. I urge the adoption of this amendment, which can get us on track, catch up a little bit, get some boats on the water, and help fix our ferry system and fix Washington. Thank you.